Of the 6 athletes that have tested a 50-inch vertical, I've helped coach 4 of them, one of them being myself. And today I'm going to show you how to structure any workout so that you can jump higher. I'll do this by giving you 3 rules that you can lay on top of any workout. Okay, so it's literally going to be plug and play, how to structure any workout. Now, most athletes think that if you just train harder and add more things, you'll jump higher. So you squat, you clean, you do plyos, you do jump sessions, sprints, all in the same week. But the important part is that you have no plan. And this is the problem with that. Training isn't there just to make you better. It's to juggle 2 things, fitness and fatigue. You can be extremely fit and still jump really low if your fatigue is really high. You've ever had a day where you're squatting a lot of weight, but your jump doesn't feel as good? That doesn't mean that you lost vertical. Most likely, it's that you are very fatigued. And good program design is this. It's managing fitness and fatigue so that you jump high when it counts. Bad program design has you jumping high when you don't need to, and then jumping low, or worst case scenario, getting hurt when you do want to, okay? So let's get into it. Rule number 1, focus on one quality at the same time. Well, one at a time, not at the same time. The qualities that you have a choice to focus on are usually max strength, power, elasticity, and coordination. Elasticity being the stiffness of your tendons and how much energy they give you back when you stretch them, and coordination being basically how good you are at jump technique. Now, you should touch on every single one of those every single month, but you should only emphasize one at a time. It's kind of like a spotlight, okay? In a max strength focus month, you want to be doing heavy squats, deadlifts. That's where the spotlight is on. And then the jumping and plyos are there to maintain your elasticity and coordination, but they're not there to fatigue you. Now, when you on a month where you're focused on power, you're going to be doing a lot of explosive lifting and loaded plyos. That's the spotlight. Heavy lifting still going to be there, but it's supported. It's not center stage getting shown by that spotlight. And then in an elasticity focus month, we're focused with the spotlight on really bouncy, fast ground contact times and a lot of approach jumps. And then the strength work there, but in very, very low volumes. However, if you try to put the spotlight on everything at the same time, nothing is gonna change. It's called junk volume, all right? You're not gonna progress as much. So whatever workout you are doing, I want you to ask yourself, what quality am I focusing on this month? Now, if all this is making sense, but you want somebody to do the thinking for you, you can click the link in the description or in the pinned comment. It'll take you to THPstrength.com. And that's where me and my team are going to do what we're talking about in this video for you, taking the guesswork out of it. You're going to fill out a form. You're going to put in your numbers, your training history, injury history, and then we're going to put you on the training cycle that we feel is going to move the needle the most for you. And again, we're going to address one quality at the same time. All right, rule number 2, control the 3 levers. No matter what workout you're doing, there's only 3 levers that you're going to be focusing on or controlling in each workout. It's intensity, which is essentially, and this is a simple way of putting it, how heavy or how fast you're moving. Volume, which is how much total work you're doing, usually measured in sets times reps. And frequency, how often are you doing the thing each week? The key point, as intensity goes up, volume has to go down. So if your workout is full of high intensity and high volume, you're going to be guaranteeing 2 things. You're going to get really tired and you're going to risk getting hurt, which is okay in short bursts. But if you spend a lot of time there, you're going to mess yourself up. As the Hodge twins famously put, you're going to snap some S-word up, all right? Now in practice, what does this mean? If you're in a max strength phase, if you're doing heavy, very heavy sets, you want to be doing high number of sets, very low number of reps. And then in the beginning of a cycle, that shifts. So you're going to be doing higher reps, lower weight, less sets. During a power or elastic focused mesocycle, the explosive movements and the jumping is inherently extremely intense. So the number of contacts and sets that you do, or reps that you do, has to come down, even if that means the sessions feel short. All right. Rule number 3, you have to organize the timing of how you group all these workouts. So the grouping is session, week, month, 6 months. That's a fancier way of saying it. We call it microcycle, mesocycle, and then macrocycle. Okay. Most athletes think of just workouts, individual workouts, and they think, oh, I saw this workout on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok, let me do it and try to jump higher. That's not how it works. Athletes that make long-term progress think in blocks of time. We call these mesocycles, okay? Now, the simple framework, you have your workout session, and in this is your workout, and it has one clear goal. For example, in today's goal, we're gonna work on max strength with our squats, or in today's goal, we're gonna do very elastic contacts with our approach jumps. Everything else is to support that goal. Then you have a week, okay? And then you have a month. A month is what we call the mesocycle, and this is where we pick the emphasis. And then in 6 months, that's our macro cycle. That's basically you phasing in and out, and by the end of that macro cycle is where you want to be jumping your absolute highest. All right, and then a very easy template that you can follow. Month 1, build the base, hypertrophy focused, high volume. Month 2, max strength. Month 3, power. Month 4, elastic, and then repeat that all over again, and you're gonna have a nice macro cycle for you. Okay. Now, if this helped you, I want you to right now take out a notebook, write out what your focus is this month, and then each workout this month, emphasize that. Have most of your volume in there. Okay. And then again, if you want us to do this for you, go to THPstrength.com, where you can jump higher. You can get 6 months of free coaching when you buy the year plan. It's a crazy deal, okay? That's half off compared to when you go month to month. Having said that, guys, like the video, leave any comments if you have questions, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Peace out.